Hey guys, it's Amber and I'm getting ready to start working on my day 2 of my Jamaica album. So I've got my photos printed out here. A couple of these are a little faint, unfortunately, because I was taking photos through a case underwater. So sometimes there's water droplets on there, you know, that smear. Decided to embrace it and go for it. So I've got several enlargements today. This was a big beach day. It was our first real day without traveling, and we didn't go anywhere or have any excursions. We just hung out. So had breakfast, jumped right into the water. Here I've got a really nice double page enlargement. I didn't put any quotes on this one so that I can place with some embellishments. I was thinking, you know, of something like this could be really cute. So we'll see. Or even also I was thinking about some sunshines. So got to play with it a little bit. I might do them across the whole sky. Then we had lunch and some more drinks. And here I fit a lot of photos on. So we were like hanging out in hammocks. Love this picture of my partner taking pictures of sea life underwater. Got my feet in the sand, drinking some blue drinks. And then here we have some sunset photos. They're kind of all mixed around based on what I could fit on here. So some more enlargements. There's our dinner photos. These are actually going to be for day 3, but I wanted to, you know, take advantage of the photo space. My menu for dinner. And then finally, a couple more enlargements and some more nighttime photos. So I'm excited to dive in. I've been looking forward to using some like yellow embellishments and things. So we'll see how it goes. Big thing right now is going to be getting everything cut out. I'll be kind of treating it the same as last time, where I need to get everything into position before I can start really doing anything else with it. So I'm gonna pause you now and we'll jump on fast forward as I start working on the project. If I think of anything super cool and creative, I will be talking you through it, and we'll see how it goes. Hey guys, I am getting ready to work on a fun page that I've really been in the mood to work on. So I'm going to jump ahead because I want to play, and I'm going to be working on this 2-page spread that I've got here. Sorry, I got to get organized. So, all right. My goal is to use this awesome pattern paper from the Circles kit paired with this photo of myself. I printed out a few photos. I went through our videos of underwater creature-y stuff, and I'm going to punch out 3, I believe. Then I'm going to journal in one, do some decor in another one. And I was thinking about, I've been saving this just as like a cool divider page. what I'm really thinking about doing is cutting it in half so it's a 3x4 and I can still salvage a 3x4 out of it. But I was kind of thinking that one of these punched could be a cool layering, and it kind of looks, you know, sea urchin-y. So got my punch out here. I really like the E-Cake Success ones because they fold flat. I have other ones too that are not that style, you know, because they don't make every single size. But I printed out a 5x7 here of these enlargements. I'm just going to go ahead and punch these out. I'm not sure exactly which ones I'm going to use yet, so I just kind of printed a bunch. I have two kind of different shots of the stingray. I probably won't be using both because I have an enlargement of that I'm planning to use. But this just gives me options. So these blobs were all over the bottom of the seafloor. We don't even still know what they were. I can't find out on what they are. So I have a picture of one here. I have a close-up of one. Jarrett dropped his phone way down to the seafloor to take a cool video. And we did see a yellow stingray. So I've got 2 videos of that. And then I just kind of have like a school of fish here. But like I said, I wanted to see what they look like. And I'm debating if I need a tiny white border or not. So, like I said, I really want to use the stingray. It's a nice clear photo, but I have an enlargement that I'm planning to use. And it's really from the next day. But I have, like, you know, a great enlargement here that I have as well. So I got to decide here. So this is almost, even though it's like a really cool close-up, it's almost like hard to tell what it is. So I am thinking that maybe this color variant looks closer. I'm thinking that maybe I'll go with these 3 because at least you can see what they are. This one, unfortunately, is just too close to tell what it is. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, so I have these awesome puffy stickers here from Citrus Twist Kits, and most of them are too big, but I thought this C word could look really cool in one of these blocks, and it kind of pulls a little bit from that strap on my helmet. And I have this wooden camera from an old One Little Word kit, so I kind of thought the camera and this and the word C together would kind of make a cool block. I was thinking about stamping one of these curved words, maybe so fun, I'm thinking would be a good one right above my journaling. I did dig also these Paige Evan puffy stickers. I was trying to find a word that might go well on here. Like scenic could be cool. If I don't do the C, I could do scenic, and that also definitely matches. Because I was kind of thinking about doing like the SCENIC, like a block word. So I like want some creative play, but I just need to sort of decide what I'm doing here. And I also considered doing my designer stencil and maybe stenciling a little bit of texture paste onto one of the little circles, like washi taping it off. And then, like, it looks cool. If I'm gonna do that, I would almost want to do it on like 2 of them. Or maybe I could do it and then layer a photo over it, but I don't think you'd see it much. Is it worth the effort? Is the question. I don't think so. I'm like, I don't really want to punch this thing out until I'm like sure about what I'm doing. But I need to define, see, like one block for journaling with a stamp, and then one more embellishment might be all I need. If I can find the right embellishment to layer over this, then I might, just looking kind of more like for size. Something like around that in size, and then I could circle punch out these little sea urchin-y looking things that I'm trying to accomplish here. Something like that. I'm kind of looking here where I have like several coming in it, like full ones and some in the frame. All right, gotta make a decision. Another thing I did consider was taking something like these and kind of like having it go across the circle like that and cut it to match the shape. So I think I might need to put you on pause and just kind of dig through my embellishments a little bit and see if any of these would be small enough to be like a good sentiment, and I will be back with you once I've made some more decisions. All right, guys, so my next step is just getting everything ready to go. And then I'm going to pull everything back off and stamp. So I'm just trying to make some decisions so I know for sure which block I'm going to be stamping in. So I took my 2.5 inch punch, I believe it was, and I punched out where I thought those pieces looked the most like sea urchins. And I'm playing around with some pink embellishments and then making sure that I'm going to be putting the stamping and journaling in the bottom left circle there. So I'm looking at some pink chipboards from other previous kits. Thought about doing the adventure kit, or the adventure stamp, sorry. But once I pick a different chipboard from a kid's little mini travel kit that came out a year or two ago, I don't want it to say adventure twice. So I changed my stamp to say, I think I played with the so fun and I looked at the loving. I ended up doing the loving because it kind of like helped jumpstart my journaling. So there you can see once I made my decision, I added that round pink chipboard to my transparency that I punched out. I'm just grabbing my stamping tool from Tim Holtz. I have really been proud of myself for doing lots of stamping in this album so far. I'm really trying hard to put little bits here and there. I'm using my VersaFine ink. I'm going to stamp once and then twice, and I think that's enough. This is a great ink for crisp, clear designs. I'm just using my StazOn cleaner. Even though it's not StazOn ink, it really pulls the ink off the stamps well. They look practically brand new when I'm done. Just wiping it down. And then I'm going to start sticking all the embellishments back down once I finish my journaling. And I'm using a Bic Gelosity pen here. Just really simple, talking about how I really enjoyed seeing a stingray and the fish, and the stingray was kind of like the highlight. So I took that word die cut and cut it around the shape of the circle after attaching it down. And now I'm using red line tape on the little wooden camera. And I believe I used red line tape behind the transparency behind the chipboard as well, just because this is going to be outside of the page protector. I want everything to be really secure so that nothing can fall down. I'm even using my Gina K double-sided tape here instead of regular rolling adhesive for the photos, just so that everything is as secure as possible. And then in a minute here, I'm going to be jumping into another really fun double page layout. Really happy with how these came out. So hoping that you're enjoying watching, and this is probably going to be a two-part video because I just have so much content for each day. I try to take a lot of photos, but one final note here for you is I was trying to fit a third pink item, and I had this old beautiful mess chipboard kit about the beach, and one pink one says dive in. I was trying to fit it on that third block, but then I realized I could stretch it to the other side. So I cut off the transparency, used the punch again to cut a small chunk off, and then I adhere the chipboard, and then I use that opportunity to put adhesive behind the transparency hidden by the chipboard on the other side to create a triangle of pink. So like I said, I hope you're enjoying watching and getting inspired, and I will share the rest with you when I'm finished.
Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you. Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama. Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? Jamaica, off the Florida Keys. There's a place called Kokomo. That's where you wanna go to get away from it all. Bodies in the sand, tropical drink melting in your hand. We'll be falling in love to the rhythm of a steel drum band. Down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you through Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go? And then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go. Martinique, that Montserrat mystique. We'll put out to sea, and we'll perfect our chemistry. By and by we'll defy a little bit of gravity. Afternoon delight, cocktails and moonlit nights. That dreamy look in your eye, give me a tropical contact high. Way down in Kokomo, Aruba, Jamaica, ooh, I wanna take you through Bermuda, Bahama, come on, pretty mama, Key Largo, Montego, baby, why don't we go down to Kokomo? And then we'll take it slow. That's where we wanna go. We gotta go.
Okay guys, I'm finishing up this sunshine layout, and I'm trying to decide. I like this cork piece because, you know, I have cork over here. It adds a little bit of balance. It's a little different. I have this rubber piece from a previous kit's add-ons. It's really thick. I mean, I love the way it looks. It's nice and bright, but like it's crazy, crazy thick. And I'm also torn on maybe putting another cork piece on the other side over here for balance. I don't want to like just keep going and going and going, but I feel like it needs something on the right if I'm not going to go with that huge cork starburst. Maybe one coming off the edge. Part of the problem is that I really like these, and I'm kind of trying to like save them, I think. But this is really nice and bright and bold. The other part of my issue is I'm not sure what to put in my center. Like I found this, but actually like that going over the center. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna go with the rubber piece. I've been holding on to it for a very, very long time. think I'm gonna put a little cork piece going on at the end to help balance the other cork. I was trying to fit in this little wooden one somewhere, but I don't think it's gonna work. I feel like it's getting a little crowded. But I wanted to stash bust. So I'm going to use some red line tape. You always have to use that on rubber pieces. Oops. But I feel like I might need to put a few smaller pieces around the edges, or it might not stay flat like I want it to. So pretty happy with this. Great way to use up my stash. It's fun. When you turn the page, you know, you're not expecting 20 suns on a beach photo. But it was something that I'd been thinking about. I already had a few, like I said, from the light kit, and a few more now from the June 2021 Stories by the Month kit. Those all have sentiments in them, so I had to be selective because they couldn't all have sentiments, or it would just look a little too busy. But I love the variety of texture. These two are fabric, which is fun. Then we've got all plastic ones. I'm gonna have to go every single one. I'm gonna put you on pause and get that finished.